Hi, I'm Francoise Rhodes. Today we explore a city that embraces traditions set over 100 years ago, yet is thriving in the 21st century due to the successful and creative youth of today. Welcome to the city of Coachella.
Hey, want to travel? I'll take you there. Want to dine? I'll tell you where. Play golf? I'll pick the spot. Nightlife? I know what's hot. It's never too late to get a life.
What's up, Coachella Valley? My name's Steve Garcia. I'm the owner of 6th Street Coffee. We're the first and only coffee shop here in the city. We want to welcome you to come by anytime, Monday through Sunday. We hope to see you guys soon.
What better way to start the morning than with a cup of coffee here at the 6th Street Coffee Shop in downtown Coachella. Joining me is Ray Torres and Ruben Arias. Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
You're going to hear throughout the show bits and pieces of the history of Coachella because it is so fascinating. Generation after generation has lived here and the community really is thriving. So gentlemen, it's great to see you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, now who has lived in Coachella the longest?
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And Ruben, tell us, how many generations does your family go back?
3 generations. It was my grandfather, my father, and myself.
It's home. Coachella is home.
It is.
And Ray, now, are you two related?
Yes, a pioneer family here in the Coachella Valley also.
And you brought up the word pioneer family. Tell our viewers here, what is a pioneer family here in Coachella?
I would say the pioneer family is one that's rooted here and established herself here in the Coachella Valley. They were farmers when they came to the Coachella Valley, and they're still farming to this day.
And I was lucky enough to get a copy of this book, Coachella, A History of Coachella and Its People. And it's really fascinating, and both of your families are named in this book. And the history, people don't realize the history in this city.
Exactly.
Yes.
And when your families came to the city, what did they come to Coachella for?
Mainly for the work in the farming aspect, because that's their background. So my father, and he's been in the farming business. So he ranched dates and citrus. That's where I grew up, on a citrus farm.
So much agriculture comes out of Coachella, people don't even realize it.
What benefits the Coachella Valley is that our crops are earlier than the rest of the state.
If you want to learn more about the Ruben and Ray's family, you can get this book here. It's a fascinating book about the pioneer families of the city of Coachella and all sorts of interesting facts I didn't even know, and we're going to touch on these as we go through our day. So gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm excited to explore your area. The history of the city and town of Coachella dates back more than 100 years to 1898, when the Coachella Valley was merely a part of the undeveloped sand waste of the Colorado River Basin, covered with mesquite and greasewood. The area was first recognized when Jason L. Rector, known as the town's founder, established a mesquite wood terminal on a Southern Pacific Railroad siding, from where lumber was hauled to market in Los Angeles. With business thriving, the area quickly became a boomtown. Known as Woodspur for the first 3 years, it wasn't until Rector and his brother dug a well in the raw desert 4 miles east of Indio that plans were laid out for an actual town with major agriculture possibilities. Residents of the new town suggested the name of Rector. However, Rector declined the honor and proposed the name of Conchilla, from the Spanish meaning of little shells that were found throughout the area. With the name agreed upon, developers formally laid out the town site and sent a prospectus to the printers, which was to announce the opening of the new town. However, the printers returned the prospectus with Conchilla spelled Coachella. So rather than delay the announcement, Rector and the others decided to accept the name, and Coachella was born. As history might suggest, it wasn't mesquite that put Coachella on the map, but the successful growing of produce and the hard-working families that made Rector's dream a reality. Today, Coachella is a city of generations, some on their 3rd and 4th, and as agriculture is still prominent, so are the traditions that lead the way for the aspiring youth, taking Coachella into the 21st century. Art, culture, and heritage can be seen everywhere downtown, starting at Veterans Memorial Park to the many murals, art installations, and historic buildings. Explore the city leisurely on a walking tour. Before you go, download a map on the city's website. And if you have time, be sure and visit Coachella's new state-of-the-art library and City Hall campus. Keep your eye out for the historic watering trough located near City Hall and the Hometown Heroes Monument. This trough supplied water for horse teams, bringing crops to town. Are you looking for light bulbs? You're going to paint your house? Anything you need in the hardware department, you can find it right here at Lopes Hardware. Founded in 1955 by the Lopes family and located right in the heart of the city.
I started working here when I was a freshman in high school, 14 years old, and I've been here ever since. I feel kind of proud because I guess I'm the only business that's still here from the old time. I'm the only one left. I put in a lot of miles in here. Well, the tradition and have a place for the people to get what they need, what they want. People say, well, if you can't find it, come to Lopes.
Cameraman Steve and I always find time to eat, and we know you do too when you're out and about. In downtown Coachella, we have found the perfect Mexican restaurant with authentic family recipes that you don't want to miss. And that is right here at El Tren VF. Joining us is the owner, Oscar Ventura. Hi, Oscar, and thanks for having us here.
No, thank you for coming.
All right, now we want to know a little bit about the family history of your restaurant here.
Well, the name goes way back. My grandparents started a business. It was a restaurant. The name has a long history. It actually comes from San Francisco. Somebody suggested that since there were food trucks, that they should name it El Tren VF.
This food looks amazing. I don't even know where to begin, but one thing that's caught my eye, besides how delicious it all looks, is this cactus?
That's cactus.
I knew it!
That's a family recipe. My grandma used to cook that for us, and her mom and grandma before that. So it's one of our main dishes that we sell here at the restaurant. Most of the recipes that we have here, they're from family. Some of them are my own recipes, like the mole and the chile rellenos. Relleno means it's stuffed with cheese, so it's more like a vegetarian plate. And we do have a lot of people that are vegetarian and come and try the chile relleno. The cream on top, it's a tomato sauce.
I noticed that your dishes here, lots of sauce, which means lots of flavor.
Exactly.
Yes. Now
That's
you were telling me, that's the secret right there. There you go. You just found out what the secret is. Lots of sauce brings lots of flavor. And this sauce, you were telling me, actually takes several hours to make.
It does. It takes about 3 hours to make. It has more than 14 ingredients. This is our version of it from Michoacan.
These, like I said, these dishes are beautiful, and you brought up the word spice. I'm sure you can turn the heat up if you have customers that want it very spicy.
We do.
Now let's talk a little bit about your overall menu here at the restaurant.
We started as a taco shop almost 10 years ago. People started asking for more. And we went from seating 20 people to now seating more than 160. What you see now was created by the public, by the people that come here and ask for more, and the foods and the traditional foods like the chile rellenos and stuff. So we started bringing more recipes. We started bringing family recipes in, and it became a full restaurant.
Well, Oscar, it's getting busy. We can hear and see the people behind us. I know you have to get to work. Thank you so much for having us here. And frankly, we just can't wait to dig in.
Thank you.
A1 Custom Golf Cars in Palm Desert is the Valley's leader in custom-built, street-legal lithium battery golf cars, holding a charge much longer than conventional golf cars with no water to add, no messy acid leaks, and no maintenance. At A1, our covered lithium battery systems last 10 to 15 years, delivering 60 to 100 amp hours of power. Join the new generation of street-legal lithium battery-powered golf car owners today, only at A1 Custom Golf Cars, with 3 locations to serve you. Traveling with Francoise has expanded with a new parent company, Artifacts and Arts Across America, a registered 501c3. Our mission is to explore, educate, and inspire you to visit the blueprint of America, small towns. We'll help spread the word about these amazing places with your help. You can donate by visiting the homepage of travelingwithfrancoise.com, as we are currently building the AAA America website. These small towns need our help now. Thank you for your support. This portion of Traveling with Francoise is brought to you by Indian Ridge Country Club in Palm Desert. Love where you play. Diane Williams and Associates, Trust experience, experience trust. CoachellaValley.com. If it's happening, it's here at CoachellaValley.com. VW Palm Springs, a Bruce Titus dealership. Quick, transparent, less complicated. The city of Coachella, where traditions and economic growth flourish as one. Welcome back to Traveling with Francoise. Well, if you haven't figured out where we are in a boxing club. But we are in a boxing club that is known around the world, but barely anyone knows about it here in the Coachella Valley. And right here in Coachella is the Coachella Boxing Club. Did I say that right?
Yeah. And now is Lee Espinosa, Coachella
Lee Espinosa. And guess who I'm talking to? I am talking to Lee Espinosa. Hi, Lee.
Hello, how are you?
You are so excited about this, and we're excited as well, because Steve and I are ready to put on some gloves and go at it, but
awesome.
We're not going to do that. Tell us about this boxing club. It is amazing in here. I just love it.
Well, you know, I started a long time ago, and about 42 years, and we started in the Boys and Girls Club, and then we went to the 6th Street and the fire department, and then we're here.
Now, the history of boxers coming out of the Coachella Valley.
4 world champions and 2 fought for the world title. Has never happened in history that one club has all these champions, you know, that they came from here. I'm talking about they were born here and raised here and became a world champion in boxing.
Well, obviously you are doing a great job. How long have you been a boxing coach?
42, 43 years.
And how did you come about boxing?
I took my son to, because I love boxing, but I never did any boxing, you know, to aspire or nothing. And I went to see a show in Coachella that did a boxing amateur. Mm-hmm. And my son, when we went in there were little guys boxing, and they got big trophies. So my son goes, Dad, I can beat those guys. I want that trophy, you know?
Why is it so important that you have this facility here for the youth?
To me, for the kids to be here, since we started here, the crime went down. This is so important for the community too, because they don't pay to train, they don't pay for the gloves. When we go to the nationals, we pay for the plane, we pay the food, we paid everything. And why? We got incredible sponsors that believe in us, what we're doing. And after boxing, they got a future.
Lee, is the color supposed to match my outfit?
We only got red and blue.
Okay, well.
You see, look at.
These are comfortable.
They're real nice.
These gloves are very comfortable.
Push a little bit.
Steve, I'm coming after you. Yeah.
Let me see. This is 2, okay?
Yeah.
So I tell you 1, 2. Okay, so now 1, 2.
2.
There you go. I do it again. 1, 2. So this one, you go like this, like slow. See? You see?
Did you see it was going so fast I couldn't even see it?
Sure. Oh man, you're natural.
Oh, Lee, thank you so much. Tell us again where people can find your club, how important it is, and how you welcome everyone here.
We got our website. It's CoachellaBoxingClub.org.
Remember, Coachella Valley Boxing Club, it really is wonderful here.
Everybody's welcome.
We're standing here with Jeff Percy, who is the Vice President of Productions at Ocean Mist Farms. Now, you have to watch this entire segment because we're going to take you behind the scenes to actually see what happens with the product when it comes from the field. So, Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, tell us a little bit about Ocean Mist. How long have they been here in Coachella, and how has it grown?
Ocean Mist Farms has been here in Coachella about 30 years. In California, about 100 years. But we fill out 4 months of the year, Thanksgiving to April 1st here in Coachella, and we've been here about 30 years. We grow it, we harvest it, we ship it, all the above.
And how important is Ocean Mist Farms to the economic side of the city of Coachella?
Well, I think Ocean Mist is really important to the city of Coachella and Coachella Valley itself. We have probably over 1,000 employees. We pump millions of dollars into the ground in the community every year. We have about 100 trucks a day at this time of year that visit taken roughly about 100,000 cartons from all different sizes of farmers from here clear to Yuma, and shipped throughout the United States at all different retailers.
Well, Jeff, I'm excited to go inside and see how the operation works. Thanks for letting us into Ocean Mist Farms, and we're going to open the eyes of a lot of viewers.
Thank you.
Our visitor's best here at Ocean Mist before we go inside the refrigerator with Danny Martinez.
So this is the receiving area. We have no trucks right now, but they come in through here to the front, get unloaded, and like I said, QA, like he's checking the celery. And they check for quality, defects, weights. See, all these have been inspected. They're ready to go in to the hydrovac. And we have different forms of cooling. This is icing. That's one form. Hydrovac was another form. And the forced air. So these holes on the side of the boxes, they line up with the slots on the doors, you see inside the door? And we have a pump and it pushes the ice like a margarita mix, and it pushes the ice through those boxes till it fills up the boxes with ice. These are our hydrovacs. This basically takes the heat out of the product, but as you can see, he's checking the product right now for the temperature, make sure he's got it down cold. He's gonna come and get these, put them inside the cold room for storage and ready for shipment. This is what we call our forced air cooling. This is one way of cooling the product. What we want to do is get the heat out of the product to give it a longer shelf life. It cools it down to 34 degrees.
Do you see my breath? Danny, there's a lot of forklifts going on. I see boxes of artichokes everywhere. How much produce can you store in this refrigeration area?
We can store 120,000 easily, go up to 150,000. Where we're standing right now is on the dock. Over here to the right, you'll see a bunch of boxes set up, and they're set up for orders for appointments.
Now I know that Ocean Mist was primarily artichokes, but now I'm seeing celery and boxes that say vegetable. How many different types of produce go through here?
Oh, gee, from A to Z, artichokes, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, and then we got specialty products, bok choy, Napa, Brussels sprouts, spinach. So we got quite a few.
And they come straight from the fields to here?
Yes, everything's done in the field and we just receive it, cool it, different forms of taking the heat out of the product to give it a longer shelf life.
And these products that we're seeing right now around us, where are they going to go?
All over the United States and then some to Japan.
It's very cold in here. What's the temperature?
34.
34 degrees.
Yes.
But aren't some of these products, aren't they seasonal?
Yes, this like Ocean Mist will be here till the end of March. They start roughly in November to the end of March, and then we go back up north.
Oh, so you're back and forth then?
Yes, right. But then in the springtime we have we'll call our warm weather crops, and we continue cooling for other companies. We'll do bell peppers, watermelons, corn.
So the majority of Ocean Mist products, are they grown here in Coachella?
Yes.
I know people are thinking this right now as they're looking around. How long does the product usually stay in this refrigeration unit? Because it is very cold in here.
Depending on the market, we basically receive 80,000 boxes a day, ship out 80,000. There's overflow of some certain commodities, so they'll last 4, 5, 6 days. And on the 7th day, then we'll donate it to the food bank.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And this is the end result for everything that has been refrigerated and it's packed and ready to go. It happens right here?
Right here, they check in the shipping office, we give them a door, loaders get them, they have an appointment time, get them loaded and get them out of here.
Off they go. Well, Danny, thank you so much for our tour in that very cool refrigeration area. This has really been a treat. It's been so interesting, and I think you've opened the eyes of a lot of people about how important the industry is here to Coachella and across the country, so thank you again.
Okay, you're welcome.
A1 Custom Golf Cars in Palm Desert is the Valley's leader in custom-built, street-legal lithium battery golf cars, holding a charge much longer than conventional golf cars with no water to add, no messy acid leaks, and no maintenance. At A1, our covered lithium battery systems last 10 to 15 years, delivering 60 to 100 amp hours of power. Join the new generation of street-legal lithium battery-powered golf car owners today, only at A1 Custom Golf Cars, with 3 locations to serve you. Traveling with Francoise has expanded with a new parent company, Artifacts and Arts Across America, a registered 501c3. Our mission is to explore, educate, and inspire you to visit the blueprint of America, small towns. We'll help spread the word about these amazing places with your help. You can donate by visiting the homepage of travelingwithfrancoise.com, as we are currently building the AAA America website. These small towns need our help now. Thank you for your support. This portion of Traveling with Francoise is brought to you by Indian Ridge Country Club in Palm Desert. Love where you play. Diane Williams and Associates. Trust experience, experience trust. CoachellaValley.com. If it's happening, it's here at CoachellaValley.com. VW Palm Springs, a Bruce Titus dealership. Quick, transparent, less complicated. The city of Coachella, where traditions and economic growth flourish as one. Welcome back to Traveling with Francoise. We have found another restaurant here in Coachella that you don't want to miss, and that is Plaza Garibaldi. Joining us is the family that started all this, and that would be Oscar Gutierrez, his mother Victoria, and his wife Alma. So this restaurant has its own unique flair, and I love the fact that it goes back generations. So Alma, tell us a little bit about the history here of the restaurant.
Well, it's been 4 generations now, but it started here in the Coachella Valley in 1993, and it was a small little suite, about 1,000 square feet. Had maybe 6 to 8 tables, always very packed, but throughout the years we were able to expand.
Your mother here and her husband started the restaurant, and you've grown and expanded. So obviously your loyal customers have followed with you, and we want to talk a little bit about what brings your customers back for more. And they've been coming here for years. So tell us a little bit about the food.
So our main specialty of the house is our birria, which is a lamb soup. We've been making it for 4 generations.
This dish goes back to 1944. So I am thinking there must be some special ingredients to make this.
Main ingredient is a lot of love. Takes about 5 to 6 hours to prepare.
I can see from the menu that you use the word traditional a lot.
Going back to old recipes and old menus from our family, and also to what the people want. We listen to our customers and we try to keep them happy.
Your customers, are they predominantly the younger generation, or is it more families, or what are you seeing?
We've been fortunate enough to see families come through here, just as we've been generational. It's not just the young, it's the young and the old.
Do you have alcoholic beverages?
We do. We have a beer and wine menu, a lot of chavelas that people really...
And that is?
It's like a Mexican Bloody Mary.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Does Oscar cook at home?
It's funny, the kids, when I'm cooking, they're like they slug down to the dinner table. When like, Dad cooked, okay, they all come running. So, very good cook.
Thank you so much for having us here today, and continued success through all the generations. And it really is a beautiful restaurant.
Thank you, Francois.
We are here to talk about dates. We are at Delray Farms, but obviously when you look behind me, there's a lot more going on here than just dates. We have seen some interesting places today here in Coachella, and it's all been driven by generations of families. And here joining us is Mark Tadros. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Well, this right here is another interesting property. As I said before, we're here to talk about dates.
We are at Delray Farms, and the product that is packed out of here is called Coachella's Best, organic medjool dates. And this is an organic date ranch that is very uniquely located kind of in the heart of the city of Coachella.
Well, the city is really growing and thriving, and it has to do with the youth and the different generations. We've talked to people so far that have 2, 3, 4 generations that have lived here in Coachella. And you are second generation?
I am second generation. My father immigrated here from Egypt about 50 years ago, and he's the one that got us into the date industry as well.
You mentioned the word organic, and that always comes up in so many conversations. What is the difference between an organic date and a regular date?
It's growing practices. There's no pesticides, herbicides, any chemicals that are used in growing the dates. That's one of the reasons why there's so many sheep behind us. All those sheep are there to help keep the weeds down.
Oh.
They go out into the fields and eat in between the palms and get rid of the weeds instead of using more traditional methods like Roundup or disking or burning. And it's one of the reasons why they're some of the best dates.
We have 2 different packages here.
Yes.
This one is?
That's the Coachella's Best Organic Medjool Dates. And then this is an exotic variety pack from Aziz Farms. It's called the Exotic Ones by Aziz Farms. Because one of the things a lot of people don't realize is there are so many different kinds of dates. There's over 600 varieties of dates. Here in the Coachella Valley, we grow somewhere in the vicinity of 30 different varieties, but few of them are commercially available.
What are we looking at over here?
That is a reservoir that gets filled with irrigation water, and then there's a pump system inside of it. That pump system then distributes the water to the trees with drip irrigation.
And when do date palms start producing dates? How old are they when the dates start growing?
Of any substance, you're looking at about 8 to 10 years.
And the employment that the date industry brings to the city of Coachella and the Coachella Valley is huge.
It's massive, and a lot of people don't realize that 90% of the dates that are grown in the United States are grown right here in the Coachella Valley.
And where have you heard that travelers have seen your dates?
I've heard of people in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, that go to these Middle Eastern countries and they grab dates thinking that they'll have local dates when really they're from California.
And how many different kinds of palm trees that produce dates are there?
There are over 600 varieties. Here in the Coachella Valley, though, we probably have 30. And of substance, I would say that we're probably looking at about 4 varieties of substance here.
All right, Mark, where can people find your product here? Beautifully packaged, by the way. And these are heavy.
They are.
These are heavy boxes.
They're of substance. So Coachella's Best Organic Medjool Dates are available at coachellasbest.com. They're also on Amazon.
So if you're looking for dates, or you only want one date, we just told you where to find it, and where you can find so many different varieties and kinds in a real agriculture setting. Just come down here to Coachella. It really is delightful. Are we going to turn the sheep loose? No.
We can give it a shot. They look a little tired. I don't know if they'll go anywhere.
Okay, well, Mark, thanks so much for having us over here.
No problem. Thank you.
Once again, we've taken you to a destination that you probably didn't know much about, but definitely worth the visit, the city of Coachella. So until next time, be adventurous, enjoy yourself, and remember, it's never too late to get a life.